is resolved. This video has been prepared for educational purposes only. No part of it may be reproduced or copied without the permission of the copyright holder.
Hello friends, this is Shreyans Kothari and I welcome you all to the YouTube channel of S. Chand Academy. Yes, you have landed the right place because here we are with the video solution of Quantitative Aptitude. Man, this is the book. This is the book you need for any examination. I think the most comprehensive book for Quantitative Aptitude in any competition. You name the competition exam. You want to go for UPSC, it is there. You want to go for bank, you want to go for SSC, railways, campus recruitments, whatever you want to go for, just go for this book first. And this book is a gateway for all the competition examination. आपको क्या करना है? This channel provides you a lot of video solutions. The basic concept we follow is we just clear the concept first and we take some of the questions from the chapters so that you get everything about that chapter in a single video. अगर आपके पास book नहीं है, अभी जाइए book लीजिए. But this video can act as a standalone video because by using this video, by viewing this video, the chapter will be clear itself. So what are you waiting for? Without wasting time, let's move to the chapter. So here we are with the chapter number 28, that is clocks, man, clocks. See, clock, I guess the most vital part of life because we see time in it, right? See, what happens is, time is very valuable thing, right? इतना महंगा है कि इसको बोलते हैं कि time is money, right? But हम लोग time की कदर नहीं करते हैं, money की ही कदर करते हैं. But time is very much equal to money. और हम हमेशा कहते हैं अपना टाइम आएगा, अपना टाइम आएगा. बॉस कभी टाइम आता नहीं है, उसे लाना पड़ता है. और अगर आप लाएंगे तो जरूर अपना एग्जाम क्रैक करेंगे. चलिए, now it is time to start this clock. Let's say कुछ टॉपिक्स हम लोग देखेंगे क्लॉक के बारे में, कुछ बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट को क्लियर करेंगे. एक एक करके लेट्स सी, समझते हैं हम लोग. द फेस और अ डायल ऑफ अ वॉच is a circle. Generally, it is a circle whose circumference is divided into 60 equal parts. We know it very well that we have 60 minutes in an hour. We have 60 seconds in a minute. So that circle is basically divided into 60 equal parts, called as a minute space. It is known as minute space. A clock has two hands. The smaller one known as hour hand, short hand, which is a larger one, which is known as minute hand or a long hand. जो छोटा है उसे hour hand कहा जाता है, जो बड़ा है उसे minute hand कहा जाता है, और वैसे एक तीसरा और है जो सेकंड वाला कांटा है. कई बार होता है, कई बार नहीं भी होता है. Okay. In 60 minutes, the minute hand gains 55 minutes on the hour hand, right? Because वो सिर्फ 5 minutes तक चलता है, वो 60 चलता है, तो it gains 60 minutes. Why 5 minutes? See, basically, इसके कहने का मीनिंग समझिएगा, what it wants to say. Because say for example, now it is 1 p.m., right? So 1 p.m. means it's like 1, जो hour hand है वो 1 पे होगा, जो minute hand है वो 12 पे होगा, right? जब 1 घंटा पूरा होगा, when the 1 hour will complete, now what happened? It will be on 2. So ये केवल 5 minutes चला. As per the minutes की बात करें, minute space की बात करें, और ये पूरा के पूरा 60 चला. So 60 minus 5 is 55. So 60 minutes में minute hand gains 55 minutes on the hour hand. In every hour, both the hands coincide once. एक घंटे में एक बार तो वो coincide करेंगे. What is coincide? एक के ऊपर एक. So they will for sure will coincide once in an hour. The hands are in same straight line when they are coincident or opposite to each other. Very important point. आपको एक single straight line कब नजर आएगी? या तो वो एकदम से coincide है, एक के ऊपर एक है, या फिर वो एक के नीचे एक है. That means या तो वो straight line में है, straight line का मतलब है या तो वो 30 minutes apart है, या वो एक के ऊपर एक है, right? When the two hands are at right angle, they are 15 minutes space apart. Yes, it is. Like जब भी वो 90 डिग्री के एंगल पे होंगे, उनके बीच में 50 मिनट स्पेस होंगे, 15 मिनट स्पेस होंगे, बिकॉज each minute is known as minute space. When the hands are in opposite direction, they are 30 minutes space apart. We know it very well. जब वो एक दूसरे के विपरीत होंगे, they will be like opposite to each other, right? They will be 30 minutes space apart. उन दोनों के बीच में 30 minutes का फासला है. Angle traced by our hand in 12 hours is 360 degree. That is very important. 12 hours में our hand is 360 degree चलता है और minute hand 60 minutes में 360 degree चल जाता है, right? Because it is our hand. तो उसको 360 डिग्री करने में 12 आवर्स लगते हैं. आप चाहें तो एक बार नोट कर लें जो मैं बोल रहा हूं. आपको नोट करना ही चाहिए. I must tell that just bring the notebooks and write it out. Our hand in 12 hours complete 360 degree, but minute hand in 60 minutes complete 360 degree. Too fast, too slow. What does that mean? If a watch or a clock indicates 8:15, when the correct time is 8, जब एक्चुअल में टाइम 8 बजे हैं और वो 8:15 यानी 8:15 बता रहा है, that means it is said to be 15 minutes too fast. 15 मिनट आगे है. ऐसा नहीं बोलते घड़ी 15 मिनट आगे चल रही है, राइट? 15 minutes too fast. On the other hand, if it indicates 7:45 when the correct time is 8, 8 बज रहे हैं और वो 7:45 बजा रही है. It's like it's 8 o'clock right now and the clock is showing you 7:45. That means it is 15 minutes too slow. 15 मिनट पीछे रह गई है, right? Okay. Both hands of a clock are together after every 65 5/11 minutes. After every 65 5/11 minutes, they will be together, right? So if both hands are meeting an interval less than 65 5/11 minutes, the clock is running fast. But if they meet after interval greater than this time, the clock is running slow. So these are some of the basic points you should know. There are other things also. I'll let you know while we do some questions. So let's start some questions. Questions में generally we have angle type question, then we have mirror image type questions. We have different types of question. And I must tell you, this chapter generally comes in a reasoning section of any examination. Maybe in one or two examination, it comes in a quantitative aptitude part. Why this publication, S. Chand publication, has put it in the quantitative part is because it is all about angles, it is about numbers. You have to do some calculations. So calendar and clock generally comes in the section of reasoning in examination. But we have put it in this just because it has more and more calculation. So where there is a calculation, it is a quantitative aptitude. That means maths. So let's see. Let's do some questions and we'll let you know. Okay, exercise objective type questions. Here we go. We have this first question from IIFT 2020, right? It says that at what time between 10 and 11, 10 और 11 के बीच, minute hand and hour hand of a watch would make an angle of 180 degree. So at what time they will make an angle of 180 degree? Now we should know, we must know, and you must write. There's a formula of calculating angles. So what is that formula? Let me tell you. This formula is again, I must tell, that is very, very important. So that theta is equal to 30h minus 11/2 m. But keeping in mind it is a modulus format. In the number system and twice or thrice I told you what exactly mod is. See, it might come in a negative, but theta cannot be negative in this case. So just remove that minus. So sometimes it is 11/2 m minus 30h. Sometimes it is 30h minus 11/2 m. That means we put a mod. The modulus will bring only the positive answers, right? So what is given? See, h is given. We have given theta is equal to 180. The angle is given. H is also given. H, we are saying that between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. So between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., whatever time you say for example, 10 बज के 8 मिनट हुए, so it's 10, H is at 10. See, what exactly H is? H का मतलब हो गया यहाँ पे hour hand, M का मतलब हो गया minutes. So H यानी hours कितने हैं, minutes कितने हैं, hours कितने हैं, minutes कितने हैं. Minutes we need to find out in this question. And hour is given. What is it? Say for example, the time is 10:40. So H is 10. 10:30, 10. So between 10 and 11, the hour is at 10 only. So what I'll do is 30 into 10 minus 11 by 2m. We need to find that, right? Let's do it. We have got, we'll put minus over here and plus over there. So 11 by 2m is equal to 300 minus 180. You see, this 180 will come this side in minus. This minus 11 by 2 comes there in positive. 30 into 10 will become 300. So we have got 30 minus 180 is 120. M is equal to 120 into 2 by 11. Why so? Because this 11 by 2 goes this side of the equals. So it becomes 2 by 11, right? So we have got 120 into 2 by 11. So we'll calculate this approximately 11, 120, it's like one time, we have got 1. Now again we have got 10. So 10 is like, okay, so we put 0 here and 0 here. So we get 9 times, I guess, 0.9, right? So it will be like 99 and we have got 1 again. So it will be approximately 10.9, right? So I put here 10.9 into 2 divided by 11. Oh, sorry, this 11 is gone now. So we have got 21.8, something like that. So 21.8 is nearly 22. So it will be approximately, the minute is like this. So 10 minutes 22, 10:22. Is there any option like 10:22? Here we do have 10:22 a.m. So at 10:22 a.m. it will be like 180 degrees. So if you understand this thing, this is the basic formula you need to understand. 30h minus 11 by 2m. This is the best formula for any angle question. Just look at it carefully, write it carefully anywhere. Let's move on to some other questions. We do have another question, question number 5. What is the angle hour and of, what is the angle the hour hand of clock makes with the minute hand when the time is 15:40? So we just did the question, right? So 15:40. Okay, so formula as we all know, theta is equal to 30h minus 11 by 2m, right? So whatever comes in, if it is minus, we'll remove that minus. If it is plus, that will be our answer. So just removing the mod and considering that, we'll do it like that only. So 30 into 3 minus 11 by 2 into 40. That is the way. So we have got 20 here. Now 30 into 3 is 90 minus 20 into 11 is 220. So it is a mod. So what we'll do is we'll put 220 minus 90. Why so? So that it comes as positive answer. So 220 minus 90 is equal to, so 220 minus 90 is equal to 130 degree. So answer comes as 130 degree and that is also positive. So answer is D. So we must remember one thing. I tell you again, mod is very important. That is the only reason कि मैंने यहाँ पे reverse किया. You might think क्यों किया? Because we want a positive answer. 90 minus 220 is minus 130. But positive रखना था, मैंने उसको interchange कर दिया. The theta always comes in positive in this question. Remember that. Let's move on to some other question. Let's see what does it say. A watch reads 4:30. If the minute hand is towards east, what direction will be the hour hand point? Very good question it is. Let's see. See, we know it very well that what is the direction of north, then it is east, then it is south, then it is west, right? Now the watch reads 4:30. Say for example, this is the watch. Now we have with us this, all these, right? Here it is 12, here it is 3, then 6, then 9, right? Now it says 4:30. So this is 4:30, right? Because it will be like more than 4, less than 5, on 30 it will be on 6. Now what is said? The minute hand points towards east. See, minute hand is like this, but this is actually south. So if it is saying that it is east, what does that mean? That means that we need to shift every direction just a little bit. That is 90 degree towards the clockwise direction. So if east come here, south goes there, west goes there, north come here. We moved each and every direction 90 degree clockwise. Why? Because our question is asking for it, right? So as per the question, our hand will be between north and east. That will be northeast, right? Because we have shifted all the directions. So if all the directions are shifted, we have our angle is at north. We have our hand at northeast. So if it is in northeast, answer is northeast. Is there any option like northeast? Yes, we do have that. So that is the right answer. And you must remember this. This is the way. This is one of the question. It usually comes in exam. It came in NIFT 2016 and many exam, similar types of question, similar kind of question related to clock and direction comes. So it is a unique question with a concept of directions and clock also. Let's move on to the other question. Here we go. Question number 7. Now here I will let you know one more concept, a very, very, very important concept. It also comes in exam. See, by looking in a mirror, it appears that it is 6:30. In a mirror, it looks like 6:30. What is the real time? Mirror image, right? See, mirror image, if you tell me, I will tell you like this. There is a mirror, clock, right? And there is a mirror. In that mirror, this clock is like similar way. Right? Now you must know that for a mirror image, whatever is near to mirror will remain near to mirror. Whatever is far from mirror, it will go far from mirror. That is a very important concept. I tell you again, whatever is near to the mirror, it will remain near to the mirror. Whatever goes far, it will go far. Left becomes right, right becomes left. Remember, in a mirror image, left becomes right, right becomes left. So for example, 3 is here, in mirror 3 will be here. 9 is here, it will go there. But 12 remains there. It doesn't change its position. Top remains top, bottom remains bottom. So you must write for a mirror image, left becomes right, right becomes left, right? So if it is say for example 6:30, so we have got 6:30. It will be like that only. The hour hand will be more than 6. So exactly similar way, it will be like this, right? So you got the answer. But I tell you, for examination, it is not easy to make all the time the mirror. Fun thing. Second thing, if you by mistake do any wrong thing, the answer will be wrong, right? So we have a formula with it. See, when it is mirror image, it will be always 12-hour minus. It will be 12-hour back. Why? Because if it is a mirror image, this and this is a 12-hour difference. So for 12-hour, what we'll do is we put a formula. Just Do this. Whatever time is given, just subtract it from 1160. See, you could have done 12 also, but 12:00, it is better we write 11 hour and 60 minutes. It is 12 only. This 1160 is 12 only, but it is a new method of writing it so that minutes gets its 60 parts and remaining are the hours, right? So if we get 6:30 and we need to minus that, the answer will be 30 and 11 minus 6 is 5. So it will always be correct. For a mirror image, just do one thing, just subtract this time from 1160. So I told you two important formula, 30h minus 11 by 2m, that is the formula for theta, and this for the mirror image. And these questions usually come in exam, and I tell you, this is the best trick, 1160 minus 630. You will never go wrong. Here we move on to next question. The answer here is 5:30, and here we go to the next question. Now this is question number 8. A bit different question. Let's see what does it say. It says that a clock is set at 10 a.m. घड़ी 10 बजा रही है. Clock gains 10 minutes in 24 hours. So 24 hours में it gains 10 minutes. What will be the right time when the clock indicates 3 p.m. on the following day? On the following day, that means the next day. So next day, क्या time होगा? So say for example, it is saying that it sets at 10 a.m. So today it is 10 a.m. Today. Next day, when it is 10 a.m., when it is next day 10 a.m., the clock has gained 10 minutes. So in 24 hours, it has gained 10 minutes, right? Now let's calculate first how many hours we are going to calculate. See, 10 a.m. to next day 10 a.m. is 24 hours. Now this 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. 24 hours. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. 5 more hours. Because 10 to 12 is 2 hours. 12 to 3 is 5 hours. So 10 minutes the clock has already gained. Now we just want to know in remaining 5 hours how much the clock has gained, right? So we do a very simple calculation that in 24 hours the clock gains 10 minutes, right? So in 1 hour the clock gains 10 by 24. Is it okay? In 1 hour it gains 10 by 24. Now if I say in remaining 5 hours, because we have just 5 hours remaining, how much will it gain? 10 by 24 into 5, right? So we'll do basic calculation, 5 here, 12 here. So 5 into 5 is 25. It is approximately 2 minutes because 12 here and 25 there. So approximately 2 minutes, right? So we have 2 minutes here. We have 10 minutes there. So it will gain 12 minutes. 12 minutes have been gained. Now, if the clock is showing 3 p.m. and it has gained 12 minutes, if the clock is 3 p.m. and it has gained 12 minutes, that means the actual time is 12 minutes before 3 p.m. 12 minutes before 3 p.m. is 2:48, right? So, is there any option like 2:48 in the options? Yes, we do have. So, I have just simplified the question. A very simplified manner you can do. We have got calculated the first 24 hours as 10 minutes. Next 5 hours are remaining. So, in 5 hours, the clock will get 2 more minutes. So, 2 plus 10 is 12 minutes. Now, if the clock is at 3 p.m. and gained 12 minutes, that means just 12 minutes before 3 p.m. 2:48 is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. Here we go. We have question number 11 with us. Clock is showing accurate time in the morning 11 a.m. Great. How many degrees rotation of our hand will happen at 5 p.m.? Great question. See this, and exactly at 11, this will be like this, at 11, and at 5 it will be like that. You can see it very clearly. Very simple question. I will make this question very simple. At 11 a.m. the clock is showing accurate time in the morning. So morning 11 a.m. the hour hand is at 11. What will happen to 5 p.m. in the evening? Rotation of hour hand. So once the hour hand is at 11 and now the hour hand is just at 5. So you can see it very easily. 5 here remaining, 5 here remaining. So they will be in a straight line because at 11 a.m. the hour hand is exact at 11. At 5 p.m. the hour hand is exact at 5. So between 11 and 5 the angle is 180 degree. So need not any calculation. अभी आप calculation में जाएंगे, बहुत सारा time लगाएंगे, for sure वो 180 degree आएगा. But बिना उसके आ जाएगा. Just आपका दिमाग खुला रखना है. Do questions smartly if you can. Everywhere formula लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. कुछ जगह दिमाग लगाना है, right? So in this way, I have simplified this question as well. Let's move on to the next question. Here we go. Question number 13 for you all. The angle between hands of clock when it is 4:25 a.m. Very much similar question it is. And these type of questions are there in it. So if you remember 30h minus 11 by 2m, that is the formula you need to keep in mind. So 30, the theta, right? And modulus, don't forget modulus. The answer may come minus, remove that minus. I repeat it again. Answer may come in minus, just remove that minus because formula is in modulus form only, right? So 30 into h. What exactly h is? H is like 4 minus 11 by 2 into m, that is 25. So we have got 120 here. What is the best way to multiply anything to 25? Just do one thing. Write 25, and we get 572. So we have got 275 divided by 2, right? So what is 272 divided by 2? Just do simple calculation. I don't want any tricky calculation. We have got 120 minus like 1. Then 7 is like 3 times. We have got 15, that is 7.5. 137.5, right? Now 137.5 minus 120. I guess we should do the other way around. 137.5 minus 120 so that we get a positive answer. You could have done this also, answer in minus and minus removes. But I do, for my convenience, I just do the reverse of this. So we have got 17.5. 17.5 is the angle. So is there any option? 17.5 angle. 17.5 means 17 and half. 17.5 means 17 and half degrees. So this is the best formula. You must remember this formula. And we move on to the next question. Here we go. Question number 14 we have, right? At 8:30 the hour hand and the minute hand. Same question. Very much similar question, right? So we have got theta is equal to 30h minus 11 by 2m, right? So we have got 30 into h. What is h? We have got 8 here. Now 11 by 2m. So 11 into 30 by 2. That is m, right? Okay. So we have this 2 here and we have got 15 here. Now 15 into 11, if you remember, we just do that 5 and 6 and 1. So we have got 8 3s are 24, 240 minus 165 we do. So minus 165 because 15 into 11 is 165. So we have got 5 here. We have got 14 minus 6, that is 8 here. But 13, sorry. 13 minus 6 is 7 here. And we don't have anything. So 75 degree is the angle. Is there any option 75 degree? Yes, we have directly 75 degree. So in this way, you can do all such type questions. You just remember the formula. And just remember the mod. That is, the answer must be in positive only. Here we go. We move on to the next question. So here we are. Question number 16 we have on board. There are two clocks, both set to show 10 p.m. on 21st of January, right? So on 21st of January, we had 10 p.m. It was set on the clock. And there were two clocks. One clock gains 2 minutes and other loses 5 minutes, right? In an hour. So then by how many minutes do they differ? 4 p.m. 22nd of January. So see, it was 21st of January. It is 22nd of January. That means the next day. And the time, it must be noted that 10 is p.m. and 4 is also p.m., right? So it is for sure that less than 24 hours. Now, 10 p.m. to 4 p.m., right? How much time is it? So 10 to 10 is 24 hours, and 24 minus 10 minus 4 is 6. So 24 minus 6 is 18 hours. So in total we have to see in 18 hours how much they are apart. Then how many minutes do they two clocks differ, right? We want to know that. Why? Now 18 hours is the time. If you remember the relative speed of time and distance, what happened in the relative speed? If both are going on the opposite sides, that means their speed are, their time taken gets more. If they are on the same speed, they just minus it. But if they are in opposite, their speed gets plus. In the same way, it loses 5 minutes, it gains 2 minutes. So the difference gets more. अगर एक घड़ी 2 मिनट लूज कर रही है और दूसरी घड़ी 1 मिनट लूज कर रही है, तो रिलेटिवली तो 1 मिनट लूज हो रहा है ना, बट एक घड़ी 2 मिनट्स गेन कर रही है, अगली घड़ी 5 मिनट्स लूज कर रही है, गैप बढ़ता चला जाएगा, राइट? सो अल्टीमेटली वी हैव 2 मिनट्स प्लस 5 मिनट्स. Every hour we have a gap of 7 minutes. So every hour, if there is a gap of 7 minutes, and we have to calculate for 18 hours, that means 7 into 18 is the total gap, right? So what is 18 into 7? So directly 18 into 7 is 126. So clearly it is 126 minutes gap between the two different clocks. And I have told you the concept as well. So sometimes it happens in clock you don't need much of calculation. You just need your brain, as I told earlier in some of the questions. So this is the way you need to do. Now let's move forward. Let's move to the next question we have. Bank recruitment 2006. What is the question? How many rotations will the hour hand of a clock complete in 72 hours? So in total, we want to go for 72 hours. But a clock takes rotation how much in how many times? See, 24 hours or 12 hours. You need to understand. See, clock has just 12 hours and it completes one rotation, 2 rotation, 3 rotation. So clock just have 12 hours. 24 hours is the day and night in total. So we just divide it by 12 because in 72 hours we want to know. In 12 hours it take one rotation. So how many rotation? Just divide 72 by 12 and you know it very well. It is 6 times. So total 6 rotations in 72 hours. Hour hand of the clock complete. Hour hand. If it was say for example minutes hand, then I ask you if it were the minutes hand, then how many rotation? Just think about it. 72 hours. In 1 hour, the minutes hand complete one rotation. So in 72 hours, it will complete 72 rotations. As simple as that. So अगर minute hand का question होता 72 rotations हो जाते, hour hand का question है 12 से divide कर लिया, 6 is the right answer. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Here we go. Question number 29. Let's see what does it say. You want to know about the reflex angle. Reflex angle. What is reflex angle? See, reflex angle is the other angle more than 90 degree. So if there is an angle less than 180 degree, so other than 180 degree, the backside angle is known as reflex angle, right? Say for example, I must tell you, Say for example, this is angle theta. So reflex angle is the other angle. Like whatever angle is theta, just minus 360. 360 subtract that angle is known as reflex angle. So let's calculate the angle, then we'll get the reflex angle as well. So angle when it is 1025. If you remember, we had a formula. Theta is equal to mod 30h minus 11 by 2m. 11m by 2, whatever you say. It is a mod. I am saying again and again, keep the mod in your mind. 30 into h. So 30 into h is 100. 30 into h is 10. Minus 11 by 2 into 25, right? Here we go. Just calculate this first. Okay, so what we'll do is, should we do it? No. We'll calculate this 2, 5 and 2, 5. As I told you, 5, 7 and 2. So we got 300 minus 275 by 2. So we have two options, just do that, or otherwise 600 minus 275, whatever way you want to go. Do one thing, just cancel this out. So 27 is 1 time, then 7 is like 3 time, then 15 is like 7 time, and 0.5. So 300 minus 137.5. So we have got 300 here, 137.5 here, 0.0 here. So we get 5 here. So we got 5 here, it's 11, 11 minus, no, 0. 0 becomes 9. So 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. So it will be 2 minus 1 is 1. So the theta we have got is 162.5, right? But we want the reflex angle, right? So reflex angle is 360 degree minus theta. So 360 minus 162.5. Let's see what happens. Here it is like 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. 6, 36, 35 becomes, right? No, it will be like, yeah, 37, 37, 35. 35 minus 6 is like 197.5. So finally we have arrived 197.5 or 197 and half, 197 and half. So here it is the reflex angle between the hands of a clock at 10:25. Very simple way. You just need to do these things. Let's move on to the next question. Here we go. We have an accurate clock, shows time at 3 p.m., right? After the hour hand has moved 135 degree. It is so easy, my dear friend. So easy. Don't go by any formula. It won't take much of your time. Just do that, right? I am making just hour end, just ignoring the minutes hand. So 135 degree. My dear friend, 135 degrees like this and this. So it is 90, right? And if it is 90, then one more ahead. So it goes there, 45, because see, this is 90, this is also 90, and 135 is actually 90 plus 45. So we went 90 here and then 45 or. Yahi hoga. Now 45 is like between this. So this is 6, 7 and 8. So when it is exactly between 7 and 8, the hours and if it is exactly between 7 and 8, that means the time is 7:30. So this is the answer. No need of any equation, any calculation. Very easy concept it is. So just making this, I don't think you will take more than say 40 seconds for the answer. So this is the way you need to do. You have to be smart to do the questions. It's not always you need to depend upon a formula to get the answer, right? Here we move on to the next question. Here we have how many times the clock hands of a clock coincide. Both coincide how many times? In a day. So in a day, there are 24 hours, right? So in a day, there are 24 hours. So how many times do they coincide? So in a day, that means we have day and night both. So in 12 hours, they coincide 11 times. Why so? Because between 11 and 1, there is just 12. So in 12 hours, they'll coincide 11 times. So in 24 hours, they'll coincide 11 into 2, that is 22 times. Here we go, we have the answer 22, not the 24. Just remember 24 गलत हो जाता है, ध्यान रखेंगे आप लोग. So in this way, my dear friend, you need to do all the questions. As I told you earlier, as I tell you all the time, that all the questions are with the solutions, with the proper answer, and that this book is too much perfect, one of the perfect books. So what you need to do is do all the remaining questions. And about this video solutions, friends, this video solution you need to tell every single person in your contact, in your network, that there is an innovative idea of video solutions or S. Chand book. The complete quantitative aptitude book comes with QR codes. The book is solved with the teacher. So you get a free lecture series with the book itself. You don't need to pay anything for the lectures. So what are you waiting for, man? Just spread the word and tell everybody. And still, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe it fast. And we'll meet for sure in the next video. Thank you and take care.